Namaskar. My name is Shubham Alap. Welcome to the channel. This is a small introductory video to the video that talks about one of my best research technique on Gemini astrology that I highly prefer for timing events. And this is a complete research technique, right? The order is taken from Gemini astrology, but the complete research is my own, right? But before you start with the video, I want to tell you one very particular thing. You're watching the channel, right? And I'm sure that you are watching the channel to learn astrology. Now let me tell you a very simple thing. If you want to learn astrology, see your chart, decode it, make predictions, then you should really work hard on the technique that I have presented in the video. Work on the technique, apply it on charts, and then you will understand how it works. And then it will help you learn astrology. It will help you make predictions on the chart, right? Because we want to learn astrology. There is another approach of, making videos on how a planetary combination works or how a planet and house works, and even not even talking of how a planet and house works, right? That is a very rare thing that very few astrologers know, that what is the basic principle behind result of planet in a house, what is the basic principle behind result of planet in the Rashi, etc. Generally, there are videos which talks about the result of sun in that particular Rashi, the result of sun in that particular house, or result of this particular combination. And going through such videos, I think you will learn nothing, right? So if you are searching to, if you are searching for what is the result of this planet in your horoscope, you have your XYZ planet in this XYZ planet posited in this Rashi, this Navamsha, this Dasha is going on, that Dasha is going on. Then in that scenario, don't watch a video. Why don't watch a video that tends to teach you astrology? In that for that approach, in that matter, in that circumstance, taking a consultation is something which is recommended, right? So because you're watching astrology video, specifically on my channel, you're probably doing it to learn astrology, right? And when you want to learn astrology, make a note of what I am talking about in the video. Note it down in a notebook. Understand it. And I always give lucid explanation. You just have to note it down what patiently. And then apply it on charts. Apply it on the charts of yourself, of people you know, or on the public charts, and see how the technique works. After practicing the technique on 4 or 5 charts, you will understand the nuances of how it works. And then you will be able to predict. And that will be a step in learning astrology for you, right? So the motive is to make you learn. And for that, you will have to go this way. It is like driving a car. So you learn from an instructor that, okay, you have to take acceleration, you have to leave clutch, you have to engage brakes, you have to change the gears and everything. So whether you take the instructions from the mentor, guru, guide, teacher, whatever you consider me as, and do it, that way you will learn astrology. Or if you don't want to go with that particular process, hire a driver, that is to take a consultation, right? That is the only thing that I wanted to talk about before starting the video. And as I have told before, this is my one of the most loved technique. It is 100% my own research. And 98% of the things, even 99.9%, even 100%, not 99.9%, 100% of the things presented on the channel is my own research. I don't do copy paste astrology. I don't take inspiration from other astrologers. Everything that you see in this channel is my own understanding of astrological classics, and everything is 100% own bona fide research. And the thing that I have learned from my family tradition of 6 generations, and the Kerala tradition, which is there from 525 AD. Right? This is all my own research. And this technique is one of my most loved technique because it is very easy to use and it gives results very accurately. Best of luck with the video, and don't forget to make notes and apply it on charts. Thank you. Let's continue with the video. So this is what I will say as Gemini Padakram progression. And this is like one of the most favorite tool to time the event. Easy tool is what you can say. Easy because you can also mentally calculate it. So before I start, I will do one example only, okay? Because no free time for YouTube people. Though in course I can explain it with 50, 60 examples, that is a different issue, but YouTube people, so lesser amount of time is there. So first of all, try to understand the concept. There is something known as progression. Progression you understand as hypothetical transit. Hypothetical transit, okay? A planet moves on a particular speed. That also happens in transit as well, by the way. But in transit, every planet have different speed. In progression, every planet have same speed. Point 1. Point 2, in transit, planet will go direct, then will go retrograde, then will stop. Like speed will have variation. There are 8 types of speed mentioned in astronomical text of astrology, Vakra, Navakra, Kutila, etc. Is the shloka. I don't remember the shloka completely right now, but this is. In progression, there is one uniform speed. What is the speed? Parashar have mentioned that in Kali Yuga, the maximum longevity of a person is 120 years. See how to remember it. Parashar have mentioned that the maximum longevity of a person in this Kali Yuga is 120 years. And we have 12 Rashi. So 12 divided by 120 is equal to 10. Right? 10 multiplied by 12 is equal to 120. And 120 divided by 12 is equal to 10. Simple answer. Simple. Simple funda. Normal mathematics. Okay. That is the stuff 1. Now one Rashi is having 30 degree. And 10 years per Rashi. One Rashi 30 degree. What it becomes? 3 degree per year. Right? One Rashi 30 degree. Right? One Rashi 30 degree 10 years. 1 year is equal to 3 degree. That is simple funda. This much you remember, okay? So planet, whichever position he occupies, he will start moving from that position 3 degree per year. Okay? That is the funda. Now how it will move? So progression is sometimes taken direct, sometimes taken reverse. All of them copied from Gemini and give the fancy name Bhrigu progression, XYZ progression, whatever. But you know, lie have a problem. The problem with lie is you can tell lie, and you can tell a lie and you can gather 4 people, but lie ultimately drowns you. What happened with Karna, right? He told lie to get the knowledge. What happens in end? So it all comes through, this direct reverse progression itself comes through Gemini. Prakriti Chakra, Vikriti Chakra is what we have learned before in this Gems of Gemini course itself, in the first month itself, right? Right now we are in the 5th, 6th month, I think. Whatever. This 21st class, 4 classes per month. Oh my god, long journey. Whatever. So, but better than this direct and reverse order is the Padagram order. To understand the Padagram order, you should understand that odd sign. Odd is divisible by, non-divisible by 2. Even is divisible by 2. So you write Aries 1, Taurus 2, Gemini 3 like this. The one which can be divided by 2 is even, like Taurus. Taurus is Rashi number 2, 2 can be divided by 2. Cancer is Rashi number 4, 4 can be divided by 2. Right? Virgo is 6 number Rashi, can be divided by 2. Scorpio is 8 number Rashi, can be divided by 2. Capricorn is 10th number Rashi, can be divided by 2. Pisces is 12th number Rashi, can be divided by 2. So these are the even signs and female signs. Odd signs are the one which cannot be divided by 2. Like Aries sign number 1 cannot be divided by 2. Gemini sign number 3 cannot be divided by 2. Leo sign number 5 cannot be divided by 2. Libra sign number 7 cannot be divided by 2. Sagittarius sign number 9 cannot be divided by 2. And Aquarius sign number 11 cannot be divided by 2. So these are the odd signs and male signs. So the thing is simple. In male sign or odd sign, the calculation is direct. Direct is first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, eighth house, ninth house, 10th house, 11th house, 12th house. In the even sign or female sign, the counting is reverse. So from the first house, then it will be first house, 12th house, 11th house, 10th house, 9th house, 8th house, 7th house, 6th house, 5th house, 4th house, third house, second house, then ascendant. Direct calculation, reverse calculation, right? Now the method is pretty simple. In the case of movable sign, it will follow the same order, right? In the case of the fixed sign, it will jump to the 6th sign. What do we mean by 6th sign? Example. This is Aquarius ascendant right now at the horizon. It is a fixed sign and direct calculation have to be done. So first ascendant will come. Then it will jump to the 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So second house should be Cancer. Then it will jump to 6 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The third house should be Sagittarius. Then it will jump 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The fourth house should be Taurus, etc. So that is an fixed sign male. If it is a fixed sign female, such as Scorpio, that jump will be in reverse order. So reverse 6 have to be calculated. Reverse 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The second house is Gemini. Then reverse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The third house is Capricorn, etc. That is the thing. Okay. Now about the dual sign. So what happens for a dual sign is, first it will go into trine. It will go to, like, Pisces is a, like, let me take male. Gemini is a dual male. So the calculation will be 159. Now because it is a male, the calculation have to be direct. So after 159, it jumps to the 4th house. Next house in the direct order. Next Kendra in the direct order. Then it will also go 4, 8, 12. Then next Kendra in the direct order 7, 11, 3. And if it is a female dual sign, then it will go 1, 9, 5. Then next Kendra in the reverse, so 10, 6, 2, reverse. Then the next Kendra 7, 3, 11. Every calculation reverse, 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 right? This is how the planet is supposed to progress. Okay. Now, to time the event. To time the event, there is a very simple thing to do. Take the planet 3 degrees per year. Is the calculation. 30 degrees is equal to 1 Rashi. Start progressing it from the place the planet is situated. Okay. If it is direct, go direct. If it is retrograde, go reverse. Right, in the same order. So just to give you a quick example, quick example, I will just give one example. So like just take things very seriously, very carefully. Indira Gandhi, your favorite demo chat. Indira Gandhi was called Kali Ma by some opposition party leader.
Durga by Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Atal Bihari Vajpayee. She got married in 1942 at the age of 25. Not actually 25, it was 24. 1942, 1942, 1917, she is born. 24, almost 24. She got married at the age of 24. Now take it simple. Okay. Just remember, because this is Gemini Tarakarak. And we use minute Tarakarak, no degree Tarakarak. This is what you understand, right? There is one more thing that we use for marriage. The Karakamsha thing and the Uppat thing, but that's not public video, so leave it. That's secret. Secret in the course. Simple process. You cannot stand in front of the jewelry shop and you can say why the gold is not cheap. Gold is gold, why it should be cheap? See, it is not a necessity. Right? Astrology, leave it. So this is the chart of Indira Gandhi. She got married when she was 24. Okay. I will tell you easy way. Should I give you a shortcut? No shortcut. Let me give you a shortcut. See, I present complex technique and people think that how I calculate this technique, because I have the shortcut. And if you know a little bit of mathematics and if you have a sensible mind, you will also know the shortcut very easily. If you don't know the shortcut, the eligibility issues. Many people think that my techniques are complex. It is not. Actually, it is not, because I am not a person who will go for complex things. However, they go. Easy process. She got married at the age of 24, right? 1 year is equal to 3 degrees, right? I told this before. So 24 multiplied by 3 is equal to 72 degrees. Right? 24 multiplied by 3 is equal to 72 degrees. Why multiplied by 3? Because 1 year 3 degrees. So 72 degrees. Now what is 72 degrees? 30 degree 1 Rashi. So 30 plus 30 is equal to 60. 60 minus 72 is equal to 12. So 2 Rashi completed, 12 degree in the third Rashi. Right? 12 degree in the third Rashi is the simple process. Now, her seventh lord, oh my God. Yeah. Her seventh lord, this is the calculator. Sorry if you are not able to say it. Her seventh lord, Saturn, is in the ascendant. Okay. 12 degree in the third Rashi. Is my answer? Is our answer, right? Saturn is 21 degree. So 21 degree of Cancer to 21 degree of Leo. No. It is a female sign. So 21 degree of Cancer to 21 degree of Gemini. First 30 degree. Okay. 21 degree Gemini to 21 degree Taurus. Second 30 degree. Completed 60 degree. Now, plus 12. Saturn is at 21 degree. 21 plus 10 is equal to 31. Plus 2 is equal to 33. Now 33 degree doesn't come into a sign. So take 30 out, add one more sign plus 2. Got it? Right? I should repeat. I will. So Saturn is 21 degree Cancer. She got married at the age of 24. 1 year, 3 degree. 24 multiplied by 3 is equal to 70. 72 is 1 Rashi is 30 degree. 30 plus 30 is equal to 60. 60 minus 72 is equal to 12. 12 is the answer, right? So after 12 degrees after crossing two signs, okay? Saturn is in 21 degree Cancer. So 21 degree Cancer, this is an even sign and movable sign. So direct reverse calculation. So 21 degree Cancer to 21 degree Gemini, first Rashi covered. 21st degree Gemini to 21st degree Taurus, second Rashi covered. Now here, Saturn will be 21 degree Taurus. Now in this 21 degree, when you add 12 degrees, I will open one more calculator. In this 21 degree, when you add 12 degrees, the answer will be 33. Now in one Rashi, there is no 33 degree. So you minus 30. One Rashi. So that one Rashi will throw Saturn from 21 degree of Taurus to 21 degree of Aquarius. Sorry, 21 degree of Aries. Then added to that is 3 degree. So 21 plus 3 is equal to 24. So 24 degree of this house, right? 24 degree of the 10th house. And why Indira Gandhi got married at this particular point? Because then the 7th Lord Saturn was influencing the 7th house. Right? Got my point. Easy to do. I will take one more event in the same chart. Indira Gandhi ji, when Indira Gandhi became Prime Minister, 1966. First term as Prime Minister between 1966 and 77. So from 1966 to 1977, she was in office. 1966. Easy calculation, let me. 1966 minus, she is 1917 born. 1917 is equal to 49 years of age, right? Now 1 year is equal to 3 degree. So 49 multiplied by 3 is equal to 147. Right? 147. Now, one more calculator I will open. This is how I do the easy calculation, by the way, but the easy calculation can be difficult for many. Where is my third calculator? Here it is. 147, right? 147 should be divided by 30, right? Because 30 degree per Rashi. So you know the table of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, right? So 30 multiplied by 4 is will be 120. So 4 Rashi covered. Now 147 minus 120 is equal to 27. 4 signs, 27 minutes, right? 4 Rashi, 27 minutes is the answer. Remember it, 4 Rashi, 27 minutes. Let me write it, 4.27. Okay, 4 Rashi, 27 degree. Sorry. The 10th Lord indicates the power. So 10th Lord is Mars in the sign of Leo. The progression should be a 6,000 direct order. 4 Rashis, first of all, I have to cover. One, this is the next Rashi, right? So 1 Rashi covered from coming here to here. Then 6 from this place. Second Rashi covered from coming here to here. You can calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The third Rashi is covered from coming here to here. And the fourth Rashi is covered from coming here to here. So after 4 Rashis, Mars comes to the 10th house. Getting my point? You just calculate which age it coincides and see the life events of Indira Gandhi and you will get new hints is what I will say. See, this will be the time when she entered the politics. This will be the time if you just calculate that age, if you do a reverse calculation, but I will not confuse you with reverse calculation to new bachas. So here he reaches after completing the 4 sign. Now 4 sign 27 minutes and Mars is already 15 minutes, right? So let me do one thing. 15 plus 27, the answer is 42. I will once again subtract 30. Minus 30 becomes 12. Minus 30 means one more sign have to be covered. So after covering one more sign, the Mars will come to this placement, the third house. And in the third house, he will be 12 degrees. Third house is the house of courage. And this indicates many other things. So you should just search how Indira Gandhi became like what were the consequences surrounding the time when she became the president. And from here, he aspects the 6th house with Venus Rahu, 9th house of fortune, and with the 8th aspect, Mars will aspect the 10th house, giving her the stuff. Let me do one more calculation. Child, Indira Gandhi child. Rajiv Gandhi ji was born in 1944. Rajiv Gandhi, 1944 born. Indira Gandhi is 1917 born. At the age of 27. One Rashi is 3 degree, 27. 1 year is 3 degree, 27 multiplied by 3 is equal to 81. Now, how much time 81 will cover? 30, 60. Next one will be 90. 90 is not there, right? It is less than 90. 30, 60. 2 signs covered. Okay. If you subtract 60 from 81, what will be the answer? 21. So 2.21, right? After completing 2 Rashi, 21 minutes. Okay. The Jupiter is in Taurus. It have to go 6,000 reverse order. That becomes the 8th house. And calculate it in reverse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jupiter will come here, will complete the first sign. Then 6,000 reverse order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jupiter will come here and he will cover the second sign. Now second sign 21 minutes Jupiter have to be and Jupiter is already in 14 minutes. So 14 plus 21 14 plus 21 is equal to 35. 35 minute is not in one sign, so 30 degree in this sign and 5 degree in the next placement. So let me add 6 to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This house, 5 degree will be the Jupiter's placement when Mr. What Gandhi? When Mr. Rajiv Gandhi was born. This will be the placement of Jupiter from where he will aspect the 4th house and the 12th house. Aspecting the 4th house, giving her the chance to fulfill the motherhood, etc. Right? So do you know how I am timing the events? Just do this particular thing using Putra Karak that you find using minutes. And that is supposed to work better. Right? Do it using that. For an example, okay, let's do one thing. So she became the Prime Minister in 1966. 1966. She is 1917 born. It is 49 multiplied by 3 is equal to 147. 4 signs. 4 signs, 27 minutes. Right is the answer. So 4.27 is the condition technically. Who is the Atma Karak? 58 moon. 4 signs we have to complete. 4 signs will be in the reverse order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, he reaches here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th sign, moon reaches here. Now 4 signs and how many minutes? 27 minutes, moon is 3 degree. 27 plus 3 is equal to, it will remain in the same sign itself. 27 plus 3 is equal to 30 only. It is just there. Atmakarak was in the 4th sign. The sign of what? The sign of throne or whatever you say. Right? Atmakarak was in the 4th sign. The comfort of ruling is what comes to her. Easy to understand? It is very easy to understand. Just you have to go through the video again and again. I know that it is easy to understand. Okay. मैं कहता हूँ आसान है तो आसान है, ऐसा समझ लो, आसान ही होगा, ऐसा मान लेना चाहिए। देखो बहुत सिंपल है, एज निकालना है, एज को 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है ना, 30 के डिवीजन बाहर निकाल देने हैं, काम खत्म। एक 30 का डिवीजन एक राशि, बहुत बहुत इजी टू फॉलो है, मतलब ऐसा कोई मुश्किल खास नहीं है ना। And because I am a teacher, I know what is difficult, what is not. Because I was a student at a point of time. That is pretty easy. You just have to calculate it and take out the multiple of 30. Multiple of 30 is equal to 1 Rashi. Simple understanding, hai na? Maybe if there is any problem, the students can drop me a message, and those who are not a student, watch the video again and again. Good way to do. Good practice. बार बार करने से अच्छा होता है, गुरुजी कहते थे हमें बार बार करना चाहिए।